argued with the doctor. They wouldn't let him do it.
Talked him out of it. 5 lacerations of his kidney. I mean, the body cavity was filling up with blood, and this guy he went back into the game, which is unbelievable.
Well, in many ways he is an unbelievable type. For whatever reason, a timeout called by the Eagles. Well, the Raiders' quality for so many years, their all-time rusher, Marcus Allen.
He would be a perfect acquisition next year for the Philadelphia Eagles. A great compliment to Randall Cunningham.
How about the 49ers?
Them too. A lot of teams would be interested in using Marcus Allen a lot more than the Raiders do.
There was a rumor San Francisco wanted Allen. This is a 3rd and 1, and Herschel Walker pulling his way easily for the first down to the Los Angeles Raider 44-yard line, and the clock will run. 14 minutes to go in a day which the Eagles have survived their star quarterback Randall Cunningham having a week off. He makes approximately $125,000 a game, and so he'll just go to the bank with a smile and say, hey, got a feeling that next week everything will all be patched up, except that McMahon might stir the pot a little.
He wouldn't.
If I were a writer, I'd go to McMahon about Wednesday. I bet I'd get a story.
Well, he would do that? Well, he might be on the sideline next week with a headband that says Randall on the front of it. You never know.
There's Mr. Howie Long saying, I can play a little D myself.
Yeah. You know, Dick, you mentioned Howie Long has played an excellent game. I mean, a lot of things have not worked well for the Los Angeles Raiders, but Long has played possessed. Makes the tackle on Herschel Walker. You mentioned Randall Cunningham. When we came in here, we thought the world had stopped for Randall Cunningham. But the first time we walked into the locker room, he was playing video football against Herschel Walker, enjoying himself in his own surroundings. We asked how to go on the video football game. He says, I won. First good thing that's happened to me this week.
On 2nd down. Out of the backfield to Sherman. A good move by Sherman, who has an excellent touchdown run and makes something out of very little. It'll be 3rd down and about 3.
We've seen a lot of Heath Sherman. The only comment I can make for the absence of Keith Byers, maybe that broken hand that he's wearing, that he's had to deal with.
His right hand,
has a cast outside of a little glove, may be bothering him. Normally, this guy on offense does not leave the field.
He is left-handed, so he's able to play, and it doesn't hamper him as much as if he were a right-handed player. But this might be Kotite with a lead, giving an important player a rest.
Yep.
On 3rd down, Walker, and it was Nolan Harrison, but the tackle made by Aaron Wallace as the play misfires, and the Eagles will have to punt it to Los Angeles.
I don't understand what's keeping these people here in the stands. Maybe on the sunny side they're very nice and warm. I'm not sure. I guess they're here to see the Eagles go 5-0 at home in 1992.
There are some places where people pay a healthy price to go see an NFL game and leave in the 3rd period, but these are fans in Philadelphia.
Hardy fans. You're talking about West Coast people who leave.
I didn't say where. You said. I've got to go back to the West Coast. Leave me alone. Tim Brown at the, I never leave early, 13-yard line, and they sit and smile in Philly. Face of Philadelphia. Fans. Now those are the real fans. Oh, even the Raider fans down by 3 touchdowns from this area stay to the end. 11 minutes to go, and Schrader goes long for Wright. Almost number 5, John Booty. Boy, did you see Wright, though, on about the last 15 yards, just pull away. Did he shoot into the open? Booty had him covered, played him 5 yards ahead until now.
You can certainly tell the respect. Scouting reports are given to players, and Booty knows how fast Alexander Wright was. The minute the ball was snapped, he was backing up hard. Not going to get by me.
Well, they like that stretch.
Goodness.
Long pass, and Schrader Look at that, only 73 yards total passing offense for the Raiders today. Schrader, not close. Ethan Horton was open, but Schrader was moving away from pressure.
Bud Carson, the defensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles, kind of called off the dogs here on his defense, and the Raiders still can't make a completion.
Bud Carson, who had a chance finally to be a head coach for the Browns, not successful, but recognized around the league as one of the really brilliant defensive coordinators, and always has been.
Let me tell you something. After this play, let me tell you something about Bud Carson.
Look at some of his pupils. The steel curtain. How about the Rams in the late 70s? Deflected at the line of scrimmage. Reggie White in on top of Jay Schrader. And Mike Flores there as well. There's White, the minister of defense.
That's on Todd Pete, 64, help from Mosbar, still able to get his hands up. You wonder why his sack total is not higher? That's two monsters. Man, that's 650 pounds of meat in front of Reggie, and he still has an effect on the outcome of the play.
Eagles opponent next Sunday, losing to the Giants 13-7 in the fourth quarter. Short kick. Bassett has not had a good day. Ball down at the 40-yard line. So the Eagles once again begin action in Los Angeles territory. 3 games yet to come, and here's the lineup. Most of you will see the Steelers and the Bills, two of the top teams in the AFC. San Diego, 4 in a row from an 0-4 start for Bobby Ross at Kansas City, where Marty Schottenheimer is trying to get the Chiefs back in gear. And the New York Jets, such a disappointing season, but a big win against Miami, against the top team in the West, the Denver Broncos. Stay with us. Those games follow here on our doubleheader weekend. Rich Kotite, who is a University of Miami boxing champion. His dad was a manager of fighters in Brooklyn. He grew up around the various gyms.
So he got in a ring with Kid Gavilan?
No, with Muhammad Ali, actually. Sparred with Ali at one time, but Gavilan was his favorite as a kid growing up. The bolo punching Kid Gavilan.
Doesn't look like your ex-fighter, you know, not enough.
Didn't take enough punches.
Yeah, not enough bend in that nose. But
it tells you about his personality.
Yes. This coaching staff is basically an AFC coaching staff. Richie was with the New York Jets for a number of years. Zeke Bradkowski, of course, coached with the Jets. Bud Carson with the Jets. A lot of AFC connection on this Philadelphia Eagles coaching staff.
2nd and 6 for McMahon as the Eagles, with a 24-3 cushion, give it to Heath Sherman for maybe a yard. Ronnie Lott comes up to make the tackle along with Willie Broughton.
This has to kill Ronnie Lott. Being in this situation too often this season, actually including last year with the Los Angeles Raiders, this is not what he came to the Los Angeles Raiders to be a part of.
When they asked him about coaching, the name Bill Walsh came up, and he was free to admit, he said, you know, for many years I didn't understand Bill Walsh, didn't agree with him. He said, now I do.
Yeah.
Now I understand. He was on another level. He was so far ahead of where my thinking process happened to be at the time.
Well, I guess when you get closer to the end of your athletic career, you start to reassess those people you come in contact with and understand them a little better.
Man, going long, lots of push and shove between Lionel Washington and Fred Barnett, but no flag.
Now, I'm not sure the fans should be booing here. There was as much contact, offense to defense, as there was defense to offense. Just let it go. Go back in the huddle. Watch the left arm of Barnett. Yes, sir. So the fans don't have the benefit of slow motion instant replay.
Although Washington wasn't exactly playing the ball. And Fiegels and the punting team come on. Tim Brown for the Raiders at the 10. And they'll take the delay of game. Gives us a chance just to duck in a little note just to follow up on the Ronnie Lott, Bill Walsh.